Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How goes it?
Wonderful, wonderful day.
Good, good. I'm pretty excited to be doing this show on our new day at our new time. I like it.
How's that game night going on?
Pretty good. Well, if it's not this, then it's my own current curriculum that's kicking my ass as far as time scheduling.
And we are live. Welcome to Station 42.
Welcome to Station 42, guys. I am your infamous host, Vadrian Malik, and with me today is our co-host,
Traz Ion, the Awakened. Come on, CIG. Where's my laser blade thingy already? Come on.
Nice. That'll never happen. And hello, everyone. I'm Godric, Station 42's technical lead. May the funding be with you.
Speaking of funding, today's show is brought to you in part by
Solar winds. Are you smoking hot and burning for a death stick? Well, since tobacco died in the plague of Rangoon of 2471, we've come a long way in terms of genetic simulators. Our expeditions into the heavens have led us to design healthier crops, as well as locate much more exotic stock to bring you the same smooth, relaxing taste that you demand.
3% less burning and throat erosion not confirmed. Reduced general capacity is only a myth. Thank you for smoking.
That's right, kids. Buy solar winds and fly with the best.
Or die like the rest. Additionally, our broadcast is supported in part by the StarCitizen Facebook community, aka Ready Player One, StarCitizen subreddit, Twitch, Twitter, and of course, the amazing people at CIG who keep the community thriving. If you're a backer or like to be, or if you know a certain rock that would like to be, just come on down and talk to us, sit back, and enjoy the smooth space jams of Station 42. We're the people that you want to get to know.
With writing support by Mr. Irv Nation. May he always shoot first.
Today, I would like to introduce our special guest, Richard Sky, a Star Citizen shooting all the way out from North Dakota. How's it going, Richard?
Pretty good. Greetings, citizens.
Excellent. I noticed someone chickened out on saying Minot, but
I apologize.
it was an okay greeting.
I go for state. I don't like to do cities. It's just
right. Yeah, I know. Give us your city, man. We're gonna come creep up there.
He will. That's the reason why I don't give out cities.
Right. So, patches upon patches, gentlemen. Exciting times if you're logging those hours in the PTU. How have things been going? You guys feeling excited?
Yeah, pretty much. I've been trying to get in at least a few minutes every day just to see how things are going, frame rate wise and crash wise.
Oh yeah. How about you, Adrian?
I kind of gave up after A.
No, but why? How about you, Richard?
As soon as I get in, I'm going to be there 24/7 for at least a week and a half.
Are you going to take time off when you get your computer built?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have a job at the moment, so.
Oh, you're good to go. So what kind of system are you having? You said it's coming in next week, right?
Well, it should be hopefully this Friday, so.
Oh, that's a great experience. Now, are you comfortable and familiar with building your own system, or are you getting like a pre-built?
I'm having a friend build it for me, so.
Nice. Okay. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I'm semi-comfortable with building one, but I'd rather have someone more professional do it. That way, if I mess up, I'm not out $1,000.
Right.
I've been looking forward to trying and doing that wonderful contest that Ion's been using.
Same
the
here.
One where everybody gets to go and shoot at Ion. That's the reward in itself.
It is pretty popular. I didn't know.
The challenge is not even not even so much shooting him down. The challenge is more getting into the same server to begin with.
That is a tricky component. And I will say this, hey Richard, like when you do get to the PTU and the 2.0, if you're trying to play with friends and org mates and whoever, there's some tricks to that aspect actually. I'm sure the community, if the community is actively playing, they may already know it, but maybe not. But basically when you're in the main menu, if you have a friend who's already on your friends list and you're on their friend list, it has to be mutual and it has to be both live and the PTU both have their own separate friends lists. But anyway, so assuming you have that squared away, one person goes into the game first, and then the second person basically just toggles between the main menu and the server launch screen and back and forth, and you just have to be patient and wait until somebody leaves their server so that you can see the server pop up with, one contact available, and then you just jump in quick. So it's lame, but it works, at least until they fix it.
The CIG has crushed $105 million, and it is already on the halfway mark to about 106. Thoughts on continued funding? Should we quit? Should we just all turn around and say, where's our vacation time at? What?
Where's my floaty island?
That's a good point. I want a
Yeah,
steering wheel on my floating
it
island.
is pretty impressive. Like they, instead of funding going down, it seems like it's stayed really stable and really high. So I mean, it must be the publicity, I think.
Yeah, my
Christmas.
impression is it's been going up more than anything.
Yeah.
Everybody
It-
wants it to win, so everybody's telling their buddy about it and buying them Aurora packages up.
And when
I
other
don't even know
games
if it's
come
that.
out,
Yeah, yeah.
when other games come out that are not good, that helps drive it up also.
Yeah, no attrition here.
So you think it's gonna hold out? Like, how long do you think this wave is gonna keep rocking?
Myself, I think it's going to keep on cycling. Like some of the people that have been here for the longest are just now they're subsiding, they're chilling out and just waiting and observing. But some of the new people
Right.
that keep on learning about it are sharing their friends, and it just keeps on snowballing into this bigger pile of people.
Yes,
So,
yes.
more people, give more people.
Give it all the peoples. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
I
No
think
problem.
I think it is, like, as we've gotten more people and more new blood
Peoples.
coming in, that's been really good. The referral program is definitely a motivator for a lot of people. I don't know how effective it is. I feel like everybody who already had the damn game had already invited and sold kidneys and got every friend they could into it as much as they could.
I think the Twitch streams are helping also.
Yeah,
I got to poke fun at Ion right here. Do the damn thing. He cursed.
What? I did? Did I?
Yeah, he cursed. Yeah, that was fun. I'm poking
So
fun at you.
anyway, that holo table.
Yeah, back to the holotable.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess this won't really apply as much. Well, I don't know. So I guess until Richard gets in, you haven't observed the loveliness that is the holo table.
Well, I said it when I had my old system, but
Oh, okay. Well, it's still clunky. It's been getting some back end functionality though. Now, when you're in it, you can actually check out the data on all the weapons and ships
points.
individually. So it's nice.
Ships have hit points.
They do.
Yes,
Yes.
I've been tripping on that one for a minute. And just for stats wise, I want to say that the Saber had 23, maybe 23,000, 2,300 shield points, and it had a really, really small amount of hull armor points.
Well,
But
I
I was
wonder if they're plugging it in so it's tied to the live information, like that they're actually using, because I know a lot of that information is not final. So I mean, yeah, we may be able to actually see those stats, but those stats may be irrelevant to when the ship actually launches and gets balanced.
Well, they did describe the Saber as a ship that you wanted to depend on the shields, and when the shields went out, you wanted to get out
The
as
hell
quick
out
as
of
possible.
Dodge, yeah.
So it is actually, that is accurate to that one. That's like, it's got an insane amount of shield rating and not very much armor rating, whereas
Right.
typically it's the inverse. It's just got a little bit of shield and a lot of armor.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But that would make sense. Like last night while I was doing the bounty hunter thing, while I was playing the rabbit, I had three expert bounty hunters on my ass in space and around the asteroids of Yela, and I was flying a Gladius. And one of the guys had a Super Hornet loaded up with one of the Connie's size 5 M5As or whatever on top of his Hornet, like a cannon, man. And whenever he would catch me square, I would lose like 2 shield facings at once. It was like, oh,
You talking
my
about the Combine?
God.
Talking about the Combine, that size 5 weapon?
No, I'm
Or
not
is that the
talking
size 4?
I'm not talking about the size 4 that was released that you can get in the store. I'm talking about he stripped one of the big guns off the Connie and put it on there. Oh man, it was rough. So, and every time he'd do that, I would have to kick it up into Super Boost or into Super Cruise and make good my departure while I let my shields recharge.
One would think it would be like an EMP effect going offline every single time he took a shot at you.
It felt like it.
Oh, yeah, I also noticed I had a Aegis quad missile launcher in my holotable. No idea where that came from, but
Yeah, that's new.
Thank you.
I was able to put that on my Hornets, and with that missile launcher, as opposed to the default Hornet one, I was actually able to put in size 2 missiles instead of just the size 1. So that was pretty interesting. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to try it out yet because I kept crashing. The
Yeah.
game kept crashing.
Now-
Have you been able to reliably customize any of your ships in the Crusaderverse, Godric?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
I know when I
absolutely.
tried to load
Mhm.
when I tried to load up the Gladius, I had no luck with using a custom layout.
Not well. The only through only via the workaround that you told me about a couple of weeks ago, which is to select your loadout, then go into drone sim, even if it's only for 5 seconds, and then when you go back, it saves your custom loadout for the PTU.
Yeah, that might have been my problem then, because that's what I had been told originally. Like Board Gamer was the one that put out that information, and so I passed that on to you. But then I got impatient because somebody else had told me, "Oh no, it works fine now."
Damn
so it may be a
straight.
ship to ship thing, because I've heard people say that like the Hornet is you can do it and it's fine, but the Gladius is real problematic. So maybe I'll go back and try it one more time.
Just as two
Yeah,
little notes.
I'm kind of wondering if because when I put the Aegis quad launcher on the Hornet, um, it didn't really fit properly, so it was like clipping through the hull. I'm kind of
Yeah,
wondering if you
that's probably not going to
you
be
actually
permanent.
try shooting one of those missiles, if it's not going to blow up your ship.
The
What?
rumor is
One would
that
hope.
the ships, the weapons themselves are more functional if you own them. Actually, and some of the wreck and a few of the other things aren't as reliable as they used to be.
Yep, that's true. I've heard much the same.
Well, there was one video of a Tali blowing itself up because the missile didn't launch properly.
All right,
So,
so Ben.
yeah, go for it.
Ben recently shared that the Corvette, the Esprit Prowler, and an unknown as of yet Pirate Interceptor will be hitting the 2016 ship market. Thoughts and opinions, guys?
Breathing intensifies.
Pirate Interceptor. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be in the same ballpark as the Super Hornet and the Saber.
Eh.
I
I was
mean,
thinking more like the M50, because the M50 is the only ship that we really have that has the interceptor designator so far.
That's what I was thinking too.
Well,
yeah, but
actually,
the
the
M50 is
Avenger
more a
Hornet,
racer.
the Avenger actually has an interceptor, I think, designation too. What I'm thinking of though is being as it's not going to be like an M50. It shouldn't be an M50 because it's still a pirate. So I'm thinking that it'll have an extremely light amount of cargo space, but at the same time, it's going to be think Drake for a second. Think cheap. Think just as efficient as possible. Not trying to knock off the Cutlass people. I own one, so y'all can shoot at me later. But it's supposed to be as efficient and as easy to maintain as it possibly can, because it needs to be rugged. It needs to be reliable, and so when you think Pirate Interceptor, they're going to go for efficiency.
Yeah, I could see that.
What do you mean by efficiency?
Like the cheapest stable parts that are going to be made for the long haul. Like they're going to be like decent in fuel, decent jack of all trade kind of ship. So the fact that it's an interceptor, it's going to lose a lot of the Cutlass's utilitarian, I can do everything jack of all trades roots, and it's going to slim down and become a lot meaner, faster, more aggressive, more towards a certain direction, but not so locked in like an M50 would be, where you can't have cargo space or where you can't have options.
Good points. So kind of a little bit like the 300 series, really.
I really look to
Maybe.
the Avenger when I think of it, to be honest.
I don't know. Hey, Richard, do you own
Yeah.
any interceptor class ships? Are you in for the speed, or are you more of a holo type?
I'm a smuggler, so I'm more speed.
Oh, nice.
My man, we gotta talk. No.
Speed and stealth.
Oh, nice. Very cool. So
Hey,
would that make that
why-
your ship of choice of being most interesting of the three?
Yeah, probably yes.
What about that Prowler, though? You got to understand the Prowler's concept is that it's supposed to be an EVA warfare ship that's supposed to be sneaky.
Wait, EVA? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you said.
Yep.
Never mind. For whatever reason, my mind processed EVA as E-War, and I'm like, wait, it's not that. It's EVA. And I'm like, what?
Eh.
Gotta stay off that that sky stuff.
Should have took the blue pill. No, I think the Prowler is going to be really fun. I honestly think it's going to be something that's intended for a smaller group. Like I think that the Redeemer and the crew outfitted Retaliator are going to be heavy hitters in terms of group transport. But I feel like the
Yeah.
Prowler might be like a one person piloting, 3 people dropping out, getting in there really quick, really quiet, and getting back out to just a little 3-man team.
Yeah, they had mentioned that it wasn't going to be a boarding ship the way the Redeemer lands and deploys troops. You have like the Vandul pod that like attaches, cuts its way open, and deploys troops in. This was supposed to be like a ship that I guess
It was stealthy.
mag locked, and then you EVA out along the ship. Or, I don't know.
It
That would
was
be really
meant to be a sneak up and kill 'em ship. It was the Terravin's baby. It was their
Right.
best weapon because they essentially would just sneak up on an unsuspecting ship and all of a sudden they'd be boarded and blown up to bits and such.
Right.
At least that's according to lore.
Well, normally you shouldn't be blowing things up if you're boarding them, but I mean, I guess.
Well, if you're for the cause, my life for ire, that kind of thing.
Oh,
My
I
life
see.
for
There you go.
Not many veterans that way, though.
Yeah, you can I've got the veteran growing on the other side of you. Like maybe it's like an osmosis or something. They haven't explained the Terravan, so anything's up for grabs on that one.
That's a good point.
It's like, what's that on your back? That's my uncle.
Maybe we'll finally get some concept art for the Tevran as a race.
I've been wanting to know.
Maybe
Would you like
hive
to know
mind.
now?
What about the Corvette? Anybody want a big ship? Oh dear Lord, did I say that out loud? Down, boy.
Mongo like big ships.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, it's interesting though. Like the way Ben talked about the Corvette was, it was like, small Corvettes. And like, I think the question was then posed: are there going to be multiple sizes of the Corvette, like small, medium, large? So who knows? Maybe the Corvette will get some of the modular treatment of some of the smaller ships. Unlike the larger capitals, which seem to be, they're super modular, but you can't really change their role with the modularity, or at least, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll be like almost like a battlefield upgrade kit where you can switch one Corvette from like a missile Corvette to a anti-fighter or some kind of hunter seeker or something. I don't know.
Hospital, medical chip, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mobile bar.
That's the
Sorry.
jump,
Luxury version.
Dear Lord.
baby.
Oh boy. All right. So yeah. Plain old theory crafting into the far, far future. What kinds of planetary open world adventures are you guys imagining for Star Citizen procedurally generated planets? Any ideas? I honestly want to go into a jungle myself.
Ooh.
I want a
Well-
smuggling base.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I mean, like with what they're doing with the procedural generation of planets, like I wonder if they're gonna deliver on like housing options for AKA like Star Wars Galaxies or any of the other MMOs that have tried that kind of thing.
I can see it like in many years future when they finally decide they want to sell us some sort of a guild hall or something. Richard Sky is able to buy a small moon, and so what'd you name your moon? Trap House.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know. Yeah, jungle. I mean, it all sounds pretty interesting. I mean, I hope what I hope is that they're going to have like a wide variety of different planets. So there's going to be like the jungle climate planet, or um, the ice world, water worlds,
Right.
that's that kind of thing. I mean, up my alley with the type of character that I want to play. I hope there's going to be some archaeological stuff to explore.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can kind of see them like obviously, you know, when people start imagining this, like you could imagine it as a full-fledged world with fully populated and you know almost like every world is its own complete MMO with its own, you know. But honestly, that's probably going to be way too designer intensive. So I can imagine things happening where it's a little more akin to like Mass Effect, like where you know you fly to a planet if it's depending on whether the planet has anything that if the gravity is not going to crush your ship, you know, or the planetary weather isn't going to you know rip off your shields and flay your skin, and you know it actually happens to be something where you can land, then it's a matter of scanning for resources, or maybe there'll be structures or crashed artifacts or crashed technology, you know, and then you go down and there might be some, you know, caves that you explore. There might be indigenous wildlife or maybe even sentience, if it's outside the realm of like, you know, the fair chance policy. And so then I mean, so basically, I don't know. Or it may not even be anywhere remotely that detailed either. Who knows?
If they can put me into a realistic looking jungle environment where you know I can land and have to look for a place to land and go through trees and forest environments, but not have the same not have the same environment. One of the biggest flaws with Star Wars is that if you look at the planet Hoth, it's nothing but ice. In reality, the ice would always be towards the poles, and
Right.
you know, unless it was so far out. So when you look at Tatooine, it's nothing but desert. I mean, it's fun, yes, it is, but I'm hoping that just maybe they could at least diversify the environments. Like maybe in the more scorched regions, there might be like fields, and then like might be forest up north
Right.
or south.
I'm gonna go with that's a definite yes. I mean,
It would be really wonderful.
Maybe not right away, but like the tech when we did the tour, when they started talking about the procedural tech and the kinds of you know the formulas that they use to do the procedural generation, they're looking at doing like you know 5 and 6 different layers over the terrain to give it you know to make it much more like I mean what we've seen right now has been like a single terrain skin with you know a single very light atmosphere effect. We haven't even seen like really legit. Yeah, it's coming. Probably a long ways away, but it's coming.
So, Richard, while we've got you on the show, any words of wisdom for the community? Well, what do you see yourself doing in the game the most?
Well, mostly smuggling, cargo runs, maybe some mining, hopefully some exploring.
Okay. Are you down for the PvP, or mainly are you gonna stick with the PvE environments?
I can't shoot and I can't fly, so that's why I'm doing stealth.
What have the PvP experiences you've had like been like so far? Like I mean, even if you're not like great at it, if you play in a game where the PvP exists, how have you dealt with it?
Well, when I'm in the mood to do it, I enjoy it.
Oh,
it's fun.
That's good. Yeah.
I just want to make a joke there. PvCPU. Player versus computer. Well, yeah, so you know, so basically you enjoy it, or I'm just kind of curious. Everybody kind of has a silent class that they like to play in their head, whether they do it or not. I'm kind of a thief, rogue, assassin, stab in the back kind of person. Would you be one of those guys that says, "Hey, tap tap tap, we're gonna fight now," or are you gonna just shoot them up first chance you get and then just kind of scoot along? I'm just a smuggler.
My goal is if there's a fight, I start it and they don't even see I'm there.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So you go for the more strategic fighter. You
Guerrilla.
only engage when the outcome is already foregone.
Yeah, when their radar detects me, all they have is you know like 7 missiles coming in right at that moment when they finally detect me.
Aha!
Okay.
Awesome.
What do you think about the content coming from the 2.0 experience?
Oh, I love it. Like I said, I've been watching Twitch streams like crazy since I can't get in. I've been watching Twitch streams almost like 6 hours a day.
Nice. Did you see any of the videos from the bounty hunting? You were making a joke about watching somebody get captured alive, so I was assuming you were watching mine, but Board had already posted something akin to that as well about stowaways. So
yeah, I was watching yours.
Nice, cool. Yeah, that was a good time.
I'm surprised you did
from
not
now
see
on,
him, because when you're in the captain's chair, he comes up the elevator. As you start rotating the chair, you see him pop up.
Oh, really? I'll have to
In
go
the
back and
YouTube
watch
video,
it. It's funny when you watch a video the second time around, you pick up on details that you totally missed while you're in game. It's like you gotta. I have to work on that to make sure I'm a little more situationally aware of more things. You know.
Since you're into smuggling, would you be more into the espionage kind of gameplay as well? I'm just got to ask the question because that's trading information is still technically smuggling.
I'm more preferably counterintelligence, if you might say that.
So
And my job is to make sure that you don't find anything out that I don't want you to find out.
I was counterintelligence too. I beat my math teacher with a book.
Wah, 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 wah.
I can't help it. Come on.
That's going on the soundboard.
Uh huh. Any advice coming up for the for any new gamers out there?
Enjoy it. This is a golden age right now, I think, in gaming, with the VR coming out finally.
Would this
Yeah,
be
no-
the
no
platinum
kidding.
age? I ain't gonna debate that. All right, guys.
Yeah.
I think this is almost a wrap. We're getting close to the end of the show, and it's about time where we
Ooh.
kick off the final 5 for the player. Richard Sky, are you ready?
Ready?
All right. Keyboard and mouse or HOTAS?
HOTAS.
Favorite flyable ship?
Freelancer.
Favorite feature ship?
890 jump.
Ballistic or energy weapons? Maybe something fancy.
Something that always hits.
There you go. Craziest shenanigan immediately after full game release?
Finding something no one has found yet, including the developers, hopefully.
That's the best kind of things to find. All right, great answers. Thanks for coming to the show and sharing your time with us. Wonderful, wonderful time.
Yeah, man, it was good
Thanks for
having you
joining
on.
us, buddy.
It's always nice to meet a strategic gamer.
You're all right.
Well, thank you for the invite. I'll definitely see you all in the verse.
Excellent. All right, you fine folks. Thank you for spending your hard-earned listening time with us. If you like our show, be sure to like and subscribe and leave any feedback in the comments below. That'll be posted on YouTube shortly after.
And if you like any of the intro or outro music today, just check and look around for a link. I'm sure I'm going to post it out there sooner or later. We have some different flavors out there I just not have tweaked yet. And if you're interested in becoming a guest for the show, just please go ahead and talk to us, PM, Ion, or myself, or Godric. We're always able and always looking for new guests.
You might have to rephrase that so it doesn't sound like peon ion.
Yeah, maybe I said it like that on purpose.
Whoa,
No,
these guys.
Anyway, you sexy space cowboys, ciao. And now it's Gadget's time to spin that quadratic outro in 3x2 plus 3x1 minus 1.
Oh, I'm taking it away from you.
Go for
That
it.
would be 3 squared plus 2x minus 1. Boom.
Oh, okay.